Assalamualaikum and good evening. We are Nekbat Sira and would like to talk about plastic pollution.
Sophia Grace. Oh, we're about to turn up, baby. Let's go.
Assalamualaikum and hi. We would like to talk about plastic pollution. What is plastic pollution? Plastic pollution is the accumulation of plastic waste in the environment. It can be categorized in primary plastic such as cigarette butts and also bottle caps, or secondary plastic resulting from the degradation of the primary ones. It also can be defined by its size from microplastics to macroplastics. Plastic pollution can take different forms including accumulation of waste, accumulation of marine litter, fragments or nanoparticle of plastics, and non-biodegradable fishing nets that continue to trap wildlife and waste. Waste causing death of animals by ingestion of plastic objects, arrival of microplastics, and microbits of plastic from cosmetic and body care products.
Thank you, Fatin. Now I will talk about the current scenario of plastic pollution. Last year, the global plastic production totaled 368 million ton metrics. From that, 50% of plastic are single-use, 79% of plastic waste is sent to landfills or the ocean, only 9% is recycled and the balance 12% get burned. The world uses over 500 billion plastic bags a year, which polluting the ocean with around 12.7 million ton plastic a year. Every day, around 8 million pieces of plastic makes their way into the ocean. Each passing minute, one garbage truck of plastic discarded into the ocean. Plastic pollution in the ocean. Around 700 species of marine animals are in danger of extinction. The population of tuna decreased 74% since 1970 and 1 in 4 shark species threatened with extinction. Almost 100% of baby sharks and over 90% of all seabirds have plastic in their stomach. 1 in 3 fish caught for human consumption contain plastic. In 2015, the scientists expect the number of plastic in the sea will be higher than the number of fish. Action taken against plastic pollution. Some countries have banned the use of plastic such as Kenya, Malawi and Ethiopia. Scientists in a race to develop plastic eating enzymes. Some references. So be a part of solution, not a part of pollution. Next, I will pass the presentation to my friend Shamli. Thank you.
Thank you, Mahalishmi. Now let's look at factors that can cause plastic pollution. First of all, fishing nets. Fishing nets are made up of plastic materials. When submerged into the ocean, the toxic material from the fishing nets will disperse and mix up in the marine environment. Besides, fishing nets can sometimes be broken into smaller pieces, and this will lead to small plastic material to mix up with the seawater and cause plastic pollution. Secondly, overusing of plastics. Plastics are being overused by people all over the world because plastics are waterproof, lightweight, can be easily obtained from anywhere. So, when plastics are here, people who use it will throw it away. This will cause accumulation of plastics in the environment. Apart from that, increase in medical usage. Due to dramatic increase in COVID-19 cases, in order to treat patients, medical facilities uses more material that are made up of plastics. The example of plastic material include face shield, syringe, and PPE. Therefore, plastic medical wastes increases all over the world daily due to this pandemic situation. Lastly, increasing single-use plastics. Since we are facing now a pandemic situation, PPE and other plastic products are required in high amount and are only for single use. Moreover, due to safety measure, food and some groceries providers in single-use plastics too. In some countries, it is not advisable to reuse plastic bags in market to avoid potential contamination to the workers at the shop.
Effect of plastic pollution. Plastic pollution has so many negative effects towards the earth, especially for human, plant, marine life, and living organisms. Number 1. Affect human health and life. When plastic is degraded in water sources, they will release toxins and cause cancerous disease. Plastic and plastic bottles can sometimes trap water and provide breeding places for mosquitoes that will result in severe health problems for humans such as dengue fever. Number 2. Degrade quality of land and affect agriculture. When plastic broken down, they release chemicals into the ground that make land unproductive and unconducive for plant growth. Number 3. Disrupt marine life. Commercial fishing that use plastic nets introduce toxins into the ocean and pollute the water. Marine organisms also can die because of the toxin content. Effect number 4 is loss of tourism. Nobody wants to travel to a place just to interact with dirty environment and probably can cause disease. Dirty tourist place basically kill tourism.
My name is Sitina Shahina and I'll be present about the solutions to plastic pollution. So plastic pollution can bring a lot of harm to us and also to the environment. To overcome the problem for a better life ahead, we can reduce the usage of plastic as a long-term solution. It is one of a better alternative by changing our everyday behaviors. Plastic may cause pollution when poorly managed, but it has lots of advantages too. Many plastic items can be reused for different purposes, such as bottled water that can be used as the DIY item for plastic storage. So before throwing any plastic items, it is important to consider how they can be reused. Among these steps, to help overcome plastic pollution, recycle can be one of the ways. Through recycle, plastic waste can be reprocessed into new products and at the same time, able to reduce the amount of plastic in the waste stream. Last but not least, plastic pollution can be controlled by educating people to increase awareness and behavioral change. From this, we can ensure a better life and environment for our future, especially for the next generation.
Thank you to Shahima. So next, we will proceed to the conclusion. The conclusion is plastic bags affect many folks, not only the consumer, but plastic bags also affect the environment. We are littered with plastic bags because we all eliminate them incorrectly, and since we are unaware of the implication of using plastic bags. Based on research, it takes about 500 to 1000 years for plastic to degrade. This suggests the plastic we use isn't really depart anytime soon. The number of plastic bags we use is vital. This is because once we throw the plastic bag away, they are going to just collect and build pollution, which is it harmful to the environment because how we get rid of plastic bag isn't really visiting the number of your time it takes for them to decompose. Next, the environmental effects of plastic bags are important because they are not only affect the environment but also affects human. The environmental effect because of plastic bags are pollution, litter, loss of resource, and Pacific trash vortex. Plastic bags are extremely harmful to the environment because we use them in massive quantities. This is often important because plastic bags are used worldwide and are mostly used once then are thrown out, and since of this, the environmental and human costs are related because they both negatively impact us in many ways. Over the last 10 years, we have produced more plastic than during the entire of the last century. This piece of evidence is very important because it's pair of meanings. The primary meaning is expounded to the environmental impact, the resource which is getting used for something that isn't necessary. What I mean by this often that we are depleting oil to form these plastic bags which really isn't something we need. The human impact is that polluting the environment because we eliminate the plastic bag incorrectly.